Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for another weekend video. Yeah, nothing eventful this weekend, so.
This is Linda. She really set us off for some success here, but I'm Cameron. We're going to go over what sold our online store. We are married and we sell stuff online. These are items we sold from Friday through Sunday, so a whole weekend of sales for us. We do this part-time on the side. Most of these items come from thrift stores, estate sales, places like that. And we sell them on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, wherever we can make some money. Linda's going to go over the numbers first, and then we'll show you what sold, and hopefully be some cool stuff here, some interesting stuff to look out for, maybe some stuff to avoid too.
So we had 33 sales on our main platform, eBay, and also on Mercari, 33 in total. And that came to just over $10.25.
So our goal for the weekend would have been $400 a day. So if you can do math real quick, and you know 3 times 400 would be 1,200, we missed it. By not this much, by quite a bit actually. So just really slow. Friday and Sunday were pretty good. Saturday was like a nothing day. Only a few things sold, not a lot of volume, not a lot of value. So don't know what was going on. Didn't list as much this week, so that could have been a factor.
I think everyone's still recovering from the holidays, so.
Maybe. Or maybe everyone's just poor now. Anyways.
From the holiday.
Let's see what we got to show you.
First up on Mercari, we sold this Rock Revival jean shirt. It's a men's red, white, and black long sleeve spell out tee. And that sold for $24 shipped.
That was, I think, a buck or two at a garage sale. It has a little mark on it. I actually put it on. Linda said it doesn't look flattering on me. Too chunky.
That has nothing to do with it.
No, she said that style maybe doesn't work. Anyways, that's not what she said. She said, you look like a whale.
You're so dumb.
That try to put a size small on. Anyways, that was $1.02. It sold for 20-something plus shipping. Next
up, we got a 6-pack of our Summer's Eve freshening spray. Dead stock sold for $20 plus shipping on Mercari.
Pretty good. We only got a couple of those left, I think.
Then we go over to eBay, maybe. And to start us off, we've got the Willie Nelson and Family Live, 1978. This is a 12-inch vinyl. 2-pack in there, and that sold for $11 and some change.
Person didn't pay right away, and they made sure to let us know that we need to ship it faster, even though they didn't pay right away. So
yeah, fun times.
People are funny.
Then Cameron's got a bunch of Marvel characters figures. This is Vulture Wave,
Never heard of him.
Vulture Wave Cosmic Spider-Man.
He's probably from Cosmic Spider-Man. He's
interesting.
Yeah.
He's a 6-inch figure, and he sold for $28 shipped.
$40 for a whole bunch of figures. We've already sold, I think, one for what we sold it for, and then we got another one to show you here. Most of them will sell for like $10 to $20. That one was a little better.
Then we have a vintage Paul Mitchell t-shirt. This is a single stitch. It says Designing Minds. It's a size extra large, and it sold for $20 and some change.
Stains, it's worn. Paul Mitchell makes a lot of like salon type shampoos and conditioners, I think, and stuff. But that was from our vintage rock and roll shirt buy. So
then we got this Sega Welcome to the Next Level poster. It's a vintage Sonic,
the other side of the poster.
Ninja, Batman, Taz. There's lots of different characters on it. Sold for $17.50 shipped.
Very nice.
Then we have vintage silver and black Thundercats belt buckle. It's from 2004 Warner Brothers. Sold for $15 shipped.
That was $1 at a garage sale.
Then a lot of 3 of our Duke Blue Devils embroidered patches.
We actually had someone return 3 of these.
I'll just turn around and ship them right back to somebody.
They said they were too worn or something like that. And as you can tell,
they're brand new.
They're not worn.
But
the back.
Ready to go.
I'm not sure what their deal was, but anywho.
And that 3-pack sells for $10 shipped. Then we got a pair of Nike Free 5.0 Flyknit men's size 12 running shoes. Sold for $50 shipped.
These are $10 at a garage. So I got a bunch of shoes that day. It was a really good score.
Then we got a pair of Hoka One men's. These are the Challenger ATR 6s, a running shoe. Sold for $70 shipped.
Paid $20 for these, but
those are interesting colors on them.
Yeah, they're pretty clean. Those were from one of our neighbors.
Next up, we got a Kipling vintage 90s Y2K drawstring backpack. It looks vintage, and it's got a Kipling on it.
Yeah, it's got the little guy. This was $2 at a garage sale, $3, and it sold for
$35 shipped.
Very nice.
Next up, we got a vintage 90s Fantasia Disney single stitch t-shirt. It's a medium, and that did sell for $28 shipped, going eBay International.
That was also a rock and roll shirt by a very destroyed shirt.
Then Fear 2 Project Origin for PS3 sold for $13.50 shipped.
Fear 2 I think sells the best. Fear 1, 2, and 3. I think Fear 2 sells the best, but if you have them all, they'll sell together too.
Then we got the Civil War volumes 1 through 3 documentary on DVD. Sold for $20 shipped from our local thrift store.
Problem is, this one is region 4, so it's not for US DVD players unless you have a universal region.
US or Canada.
Yeah, so this is in the listing. I bought it at a thrift store, but for whatever reason, the price was still good for selling it. So, yes.
Next up, we got Mr. and Mrs. Wonderful, the talking dolls, plush keychains, and those did sell.
This evening, let's just lie in
I
bed
think she needs a
and
new
talk
battery.
all night.
Yeah, she needs to do better.
Thinking of you is the best part of my whole day.
Oh,
So lame. And those sold for just over $23 shipped. Then Ohio Players, the Honey vinyl
Interesting
from
album
1975. Yeah, it's really weird. And that did sell for $24 shipped.
it's $2.50 for that.
Then we got a Mintech remote control for a DVD player. Sold for $9 shipped.
Not a brand we usually sell, but it works.
Next up, a Pittsburgh Pirates All-Star cap. This is from, oh, never mind, not from 1950.
This was 1959. It's perfect condition. I don't even know how they made hats like this back then.
It's a fitted hat. We picked it up at our local thrift store and sold for $30.50
I
shipped.
did pay $6+ shipping for that. We had 2 of them. We sold them both.
Then some skates. It seems to be the end of the season, but that's okay. This is a pair of kids' hockey ice skates. They're a size Y10. They're black and white, and those did sell for $25 and some change. Then this one's crazy. We got a G.I. Joe Snake Eyes helmet. This is the half-face helmet. It's a replica from 2012. Sold for $32.50.
We used to have a bunch of those. I don't know if you probably don't remember. We had 4 or 5 of those. We sold them all a while ago. I found one more.
Then Fox Racing pullover hoodie, a women's size large, sold for $27 shipped. Then we got a Portfolio brand 12-inch antique brass light kit. It comes with the cord and the chain on it, so you can make it look vintage.
I showed them this. There's nothing there. It's just paper.
That's what it
you
is,
use
guys.
It was $2 at a garage sale.
And that sold for $22.50 shipped. Next up, Cameron picked up a vintage 1950 Sorry board game, pulled out the blue pawn pieces. Not that you can tell they're from 1950 or there's any marking on them to tell you they're from 1950 or the vintage set, but they took our word for it and bought them for $5.85 for a 4-piece.
That was not worth it.
Nope.
Bad.
Then, another one of our figures. This is Black Bolt from Inhumans Marvel. Sold for $11 and some change. Then we got a vintage light-up Easter Bunny. This is the animatronic motion one. The box has obviously seen better days, but this animated bunny...
He lights up and moves around. I actually paid. I didn't take the price off it. I didn't put the box in the listing because the box is destroyed, but $6. I had 2 of these, 2 different ones. He sold for
$80 shipped.
Very
Somebody's
nice.
getting ready for Easter. Then Cameron got a bunch of comics and sorted them out, and these ones still have the cardboard to them. This is Destroyer Duck, a lot of 5 different issues, and those sold for $50 shipped. Then we got a Lego set. This is the Volkswagen TI Camper, number 10220.
To Jacob. Christmas present. It says Jacob on there.
Oh, and Jacob didn't want it because it is nearly complete. Some of the bags are still sealed. Everything's in there, at least from what we can see. We always put nearly complete. We guesstimated it at 95% complete, and we do sell it at a discounted rate because we are not going to build it and or count all.
If it's a smaller set, I'll
pieces.
do it, but a big set, I'm not all the time.
How many pieces are in that one?
1,334.
Yeah, no thank you. And that sold for $85 shipped.
I think I paid 10 or 15 for it.
Then off of our Franklin Mint King Tut Egyptian chess set, we have 2 more of our pieces. This is the white pawn and the black pawn, and those sold for $24 shipped to the same buyer.
Nice when they go to the same buyer.
Then we got an Arrogant Bastard Stone Brewery
Watch it now.
t-shirt. It's size extra large, sold for $20 shipped. Next up, Hello Dolly by Jerry Herman, a vintage vocal score songbook, sold for $36 shipped. Then one of our manuals out of the $700 manual buy. This is a 1995 Honda Odyssey ETM, sold for $20 shipped. Then we got a pair of Echo Men Saint ones, hybrid lights. These are US 11, and those sold for $45 shipped. Then, last but not least, we got a Barber Salon Andis replacement cord and charger.
Crazy what this sold for.
Sold for $20 shipped.
20 bucks. Seems so cheap, but 20 bucks for that. Remember that one person kept messing us like, will you sell it for 14 or 15 or whatever it was?
Yeah, I was like, how about $19.99?
They're like,
How about 14? $19.99. 15, $19.99.
We had a guy today. I have a Sony power cord. I don't know. It's for a camera, I think.
Yeah.
And it's at like 16 and some change, free shipping. It's gonna cost probably almost £1 worth of cost to ground it.
$4 to $5.
Yeah, probably more. Depending where it's going. He wants it. Well, you do $12, and it must be shipped in a box. $12 all in.
16 in a box, 15 no box.
And it's like, dude, come on. You're getting it cheap already. Yeah. So it's on sale. So people are crazy. But that's all we got. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back in the next video with what sells on Monday.